Hi everyone, welcome back to a Jules Unedited. As you can see, I'm in a new setup. I'm just testing it out to see how this will work. I'm not really sure yet. So we'll just see how this goes. But I wanted to try out the Natasha Denona BLOOM palette today. This is what it looks like. So I need to hook up my laptop with my camera because I have to look at the viewfinder like way over there, and I don't know if you can see this or if it's in focus, but this is what that looks like. But let's do the base first. And I just want to make sure my microphone's plugged in, so I might have to edit this out. I'm going to use this Supergoop Protectant Daily SPF Tint, and this is in the shade don't know, but I will put it in the description. I just wanted to use like a tinted product today as a base. Just gonna use a little bit. Okay, so I do have some updates for you guys. Also, please give me your honest opinion about the setup. Like if you like natural light, because I'm in between, like I don't know. And it took me a long time to set this up yesterday. My husband was sleeping and I was trying to be so quiet and move everything around in this room. The reason I was able to do that is because I used to share this makeup room with my office because I work, as an analyst from home remotely, but unfortunately, last Monday, I got laid off. It was company-wide, so it wasn't due to performance or anything like that. The company just wasn't doing as well, and they were making cuts. Unfortunately, I was affected, and yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do. As of now, I'm doing YouTube full-time. I also am a certified makeup artist, so I might do makeup for people. I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to figure it out. I did want to share that because I know there are a lot of people that are affected by this sort of thing, and this is just life, And of course, when it happened, I was pretty down in the dumps and, a little scared, kind of freaking out a little bit. But I can make it work. And I believe that I will. Let's move on from that, and I want to tell you I am using the Bobbi Brown corrector in Bisque. I don't know why I just said corrector like that. This is the shade Bisque. Y'all know I use this quite a bit if you are a returning subscriber. If you're new, I'd love to have you here. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I love this community. Now, something that I really did love about like the natural lighting is it was just a little more authentic. So I'm kind of going back and forth, like I was like, how is this Jules Unedited video gonna be? Because it just feels so laid back with like the natural lighting, and yeah, this feels very professional. I have a lot of lights on me and it's pretty bright, but I do think that it looks nice, but that could just be me. All right, so we are prepped. I'm gonna use my Morphe Hint Hint Skin Tint in the shade Hint of Marshmallow. I hope you can see this. I really need to get like my monitor set up, like I said. I haven't used this in a while. Today I'm pulling out some old favorites. This is pretty watery, so I'm just gonna be careful. You don't want to get it on my clothes because I'm notorious for that. I'm just gonna blend this in a little bit with my fingers first. Oh, I need my paper towel. Oh, it's way over there. Still getting used to this little layout here. Okay, so I spread that around. I'm going to take my Pawpaw beauty sponge. It's not a beauty blender. It's from Amazon. You get like 10 of them, I think, for like $10. So I think they're like $1 a piece or something like that. And they work so well. I don't typically reuse my sponges just because I feel like it can harbor bacteria, and so that's why I buy like more inexpensive ones. I'm gonna do one more layer of this. Typically on my cheeks because that's where I need the most coverage. This Morphe skin tint is like really, really good. It's so hydrating. And even though it's a skin tint, I feel like it gives a good amount of coverage and it leaves your face feeling very hydrated. So I'm a big fan of this. Plus it's unscented and affordable. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through all of my makeup and just trying to use the goodies that I have in my stash, especially now that I'm laid off. I'm gonna have to slow it down with the spending. I'm still gonna do new releases here and there, like this one especially, because Natasha Denona is like honestly just one of my favorite makeup artists, and like her palettes, I collect them. I did get Severance, so you know, but I want to be very conscious of my spending and things like that. So yeah, I'm just like, what better time? I feel like it made me like forced myself to really slow down the spending, look at my makeup collection, and just use the goodies that I have. Like I said, I keep saying goodies, but yeah, the things that I have. Okay. So now, speaking of all the good things that I have that I've kind of neglected, I'm going to use this Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in light medium. This is really good. Now, I've never done this before, but I want to mix this Rare Beauty liquid luminizer in Flaunt. Like, look how pretty that is. I want to mix that in with the Makeup by Mario. So I don't know how this is going to go. Let me see if I can, I might need to, yeah, I'm just going to take it out of the pot with my finger and just mix it on my hand. I do have like a little palette that I could mix this on, so I don't know why I'm doing this on my hand, but whatever. Sometimes I feel like the warmth of your hand helps like combine the products together. But that is what that looks like. So I just made like a glowy little mixture. And I'm going to use my BK Beauty 106 brush. And I'm just going to prime my bristles. And I'm going to go and bronze up the face. Now this is a very hydrating product as well. I find that the Morphe skin tint and the Makeup by Mario enhancer go really, really well together. I have used those two together, but I've never mixed this in with the Rare Beauty liquid luminizer. Oh, I love how it's coming out. Like, it looks so beautiful. Wow. Okay. That's like a new little discovery. We're like full on glowy today, but I'm kind of loving it. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this. So this Flaunt shade in the Rare Beauty, it's kind of like a golden shade, but it goes perfectly because the Natasha Denona palette is more on the peachier side, so I feel like it'll really complement the palette. So I'm just doing my little mixture again, and they actually really go nicely together, that mixture. Okay, I need a little coffee break. Okay, So, yeah, don't be afraid to be liberal with this Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. I mean, it depends what shade you get and your skin tone, but I have light medium and it's not like super, you know, pigmented. It's more of a kind of like a, I don't know, it's like more tinted. Can't find the word that I'm looking for, but it's not super pigmented. It's more subtle, glowy. Now it will stick to your hair, but if you powder it down, it'll be fine, which I'm going to do. But the skin is glowing and I love it. And this brush that I'm using by BK Beauty is perfect for these types of cream products because it's not too dense, but it's dense enough. You know, it still has a little bit of give, but, you know, it's still a little dense. So I love this brush for this product or similar products to this. All right, I want to contour my nose, so I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham Contour Stylist in the shade Travertine. Love this. Just makes contouring so unbelievably easy. And I love the shade too. My favorite contour brush for my nose is this BK Beauty 205. I hope you can see that. I hope it's in focus. I really need to figure out that situation, but anyway, I keep saying it over and over, but I am sorry if things are not in focus today. I'm just getting used to this setup. But look how easy that was. Beautiful. Let me just move up here. I feel like I'm like really far down. Okay. What do I want to do now? Okay, I want to set my face down a little bit. It feels a little glowy. So I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury powder in One Fair. I'm just going to kind of blot that right here in my T-zone. Like, I'm so proud of myself for almost going through this whole product. Like, that's an accomplishment. Let's use a little bit of concealer though. I kind of forgot that. Before I powder the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Westman Atelier concealer in the shade L1. This is a little bit lighter, but I want to kind of brighten my under eye a little bit. Let's see, I'm going to use my Hourglass concealer brush. I like this. It's pretty dense. And it's good for like creamier products like the Westman Atelier concealer. And of course it's good for the Hourglass Vanish concealer because I feel like that's kind of what it was made for. But you can use this with any concealer, honestly. I like how it gets in like the little divots. Do you guys like if I link the brushes too? Like, are you interested in that? Like, or do you just want me to link the makeup or the products? Also, thanks for the love on my February favorites. I think I'm going to keep doing it. I don't want to promote like overconsumption, but at the same time, I think it's important that you know what my favorite products are because I like sharing that with you. They may not always be like new releases, but you know, I just like think that's a fun thing to do. Also, if you do see like sponsored videos, just know that I would never work with a brand that I didn't like or trust. So if you do see those coming up, wink wink, just know I like the brand and I would never mislead you. So Plus, I will always disclose if I've been gifted something or if the video is sponsored. So you can always know that I lead with integrity in that aspect, and I hope that you trust the, what's the word I'm looking for? You trust the opinions and the recommendations. There we go. The recommendations that I give. All right, so now my cheeks are a little bit dewy, so I'm going in and setting the face. Now, with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, this has been like a tried and true. This is in my favorites. It's not like overly matte, so it won't make you look like powder face, but it will do a good job of keeping those oils at bay. All right, so for bronzer today, I'm going to use my Giorgio Armani bronzer in the shade 100. This has like a glowy finish to it, which I really, really love. Also, it's a little bit on the warmer side, which I think will go well with the peachiness of the palette. But it just provides such a beautiful wash of color. It's not overly pigmented. It does have a little bit of a luminosity to it. And it's just honestly quite beautiful. I don't use this enough, but when I use it, I'm reminded like, wow, it's really, really nice. I'm using a Refer 22 brush, by the way. One of my favorites. So I'm kind of just using this. I used it for powder and I'm using it for bronzer as well. Okay. Just gonna use my beauty blender to blend all this in. I don't want any harsh lines or anything. And then for blush today, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. This is a favorite as well, and it has been for years. It's so pretty. It gives a little bit of a luminosity to it too. It's kind of like a pinky peach. I mean, if you're familiar with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, then you know that it's a beautiful product. All right, let's move into eyes. I'm going to use my paint pot, and this is in the shade Babe in Charms. Let me get this open. Oh, look how pretty this is. Wow, I'm being kind of annoying today. I don't know if I should use my finger or not. I think I'm going to use my finger. Like, this gives a beautiful wash of color, and it's also serving as a primer. Wow, that's pretty. If you're new to my unedited series, I do mostly no edits, but sometimes there's like a few little edits if I cough or I get interrupted or something, or there's like a noise, like a loud noise that I need to just resume later. But this is so nice, the Babe in Charms paint pot for this palette. All right, this is my first time using this. I am going to do a giveaway for one of these palettes. I will put that up on my community post, so stay tuned for those details. I ordered this, but it was delayed, and then it came out in store, so I just went and picked it up yesterday. I had purchased it with a gift card, and I was like, I could return it, or I could just give it away to one of my fellow viewers. But if you're not following me on Instagram, you will need to follow me there to be eligible for the giveaway. So I'll put all the details in the post, but this is like a $69 value, so yeah. Sometimes I do things like that. I don't know if I'm going to make it just US only because it's really expensive to ship outside the US, so I might have to make it US only. I haven't decided, but I'm going to go in with Keen and Petal. I'm just going to mix those two together. All right, so I'm just going to basically just use that as like a wash of color over the entire lid. I think I'm going to do a short with the swatches. So if you want to see the swatches on my arm, definitely be on the lookout for that as well. Okay, so now that let me do a little bit more, set, my lids, they look even. I'm really liking that combo. I can't tell if I want to go like pink or stay more peachy. I think I want to stay more peachy, so I'm going to use the shade Robin. And I'm going to take that a little bit more in the crease area. And of course, these are gliding on really, really easily. I love Natasha Denona formula. It's just one of my favorites. And I feel like her palettes are fun and exciting. I kind of wanted to do like a video with each palette and use it in my unedited series. What do you guys think? I have about 10 palettes probably. I mean, I had more, but I got rid of the expired ones because I don't like to use expired makeup on my eyes because I don't want to get like an eye infection. But I do have the ones that are not expired, and I would love to do a series where I use each one and create a look with all my favorite Natasha Denona palettes. I think that would be fun. Okay. I'm going to take this shade as well on my bottom lash line area. Like, just love this shade. This is Robin. It's a beautiful, like, peachy pink. I would say it leans a little bit more peachy, but it does have, like, I don't know, a pinkiness to it. Okay, now let's see. What do I want to use? I think I'm going to mix the shades Floss, F-L-O-S, and Bark. And sorry, I'm not holding it up, but let's see. I feel a little discombobulated. I think I need to get used to this setup. I want to use those like more towards like the outer corner. So, because these are a little bit darker, I'm just going to kind of do like my infamous, well, it's not anything I created, but I love doing like that C shape. I feel like it complements my eye because I have hooded eyes. So I feel like this technique really looks nice with my eye shape. Hope you can see it. Let me know what your favorite Natasha Denona palette is. I would have to say mine is the Glam or the Retro Glam. Classics, I guess. I'm just connecting a little bit of that on the outer corner, on my bottom lashes here, or bottom lashes. I can't really find the words today for some reason. Okay, let me just blend this. Blending is our friend. Okay. Take a little bit more Robin. I'm giving such like a washed out kind of look. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury liner to tight line my upper waterline. I feel like this shade of eyeliner complements the shades in this palette. Okay. And then per usual, I'm going to use my Sweet Beauty Brightening Eye Kohl. Just a little bit. Okay, now for the sparkles. What do I want? I think I'm really drawn to the shade Lush in here, which here, let me show you what that looks like on my finger. If you can see that. It's just like a gold peachy shade. So I'm going to put that in the center. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Wow, I really like this shade, this sparkle shade. That is gorgeous. I always get so excited when I play with Natasha Denona palettes. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, wow. Yes. I'm gonna use a brush to amp this up a little. So, so gorgeous, you guys. Do I want to take like a lighter shade? Yeah, let's take the shade Crisp, which is like a light kind of shimmer shade in the palette, and I'm gonna put that in the center. I will list all of the shade names that I used in the description because I know I didn't show them as I use them, so I will put the shades in the description. Okay, that was nice. Crisp was really nice. I don't know if it's translating on camera, but I think I'm gonna stop there with this look. Maybe I'll do another video with another look using this palette, but I'm satisfied so far with this. So let me curl my lashes and put some mascara on. Sometimes like simple is better, you know? Also, I've had the urge to like use false lashes. I know I don't usually use them, but I've been wanting to do like an elaborate eye look and use some lashes, but it's honestly like a pain sometimes to remove, and just not here for it. This is so much easier. Plus, that new eyelash serum that I've been using is making my lashes so long that I don't really feel the need lately to use false lashes. This, did I say what I was using? This is the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara. I forget if I said that. I may be like out of sorts just because of the setup. It's just like a new setup. Plus, the allergies have been kind of bad, and my breathing has been kind of weird the past couple days. And I have asthma, so it's just exacerbated. My husband said he had allergies, but he was like coughing and he got like a sinus infection. So I don't know if something's like going around, but I'll be taking my vitamins and my inhalers. Sometimes if I get like really sick or something, I have to go on steroids just because of my asthma. So I'm hoping that it doesn't come to that. But anyway, that's just where I'm at right now. So got laid off, having trouble breathing. It's been my life lately, but honestly, there's a lot of good things in my life that I'm so grateful for. Honestly, love doing YouTube, so maybe it's like a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's like, this is what I'm meant to be doing. Also, you know, I'm not opposed to finding another full-time job. I think that would be a good idea, especially because I don't make like a full-time living off of YouTube yet. My goal maybe in the future would be to try and make a living from YouTube. But I think right now, financially, I'm not there. And I might need to just find something else. Now, I do like analytics. I'm very analytical, but I'm also creative. So, and I'm really good at like being organized. I think a project management position would suit me. But I kind of want to work for like a beauty company or something if I'm going to work for somebody. But yeah, I'm just kind of like thinking out loud. I feel like that's what these unedited videos are kind of like sometimes. Okay. But yeah, if you're going through a layoff, just let yourself feel it and then move through it. It is a kick in the stomach. It's not something that anybody wants to go through. But such is life, and we move forward, and we do the best we can. I'm lucky to have a good support system here with my husband. And, you know, like I said, this community, I'm lucky to be able to do this. So yeah, there's a lot to be grateful for. And I've got a lot of goals, especially after being knocked down with brain surgery last year. It really kind of like made me reflect on what I really want out of life and what makes me happy. So I'm just building the life that I want, and that makes me the happiest. And I hope that you do the same. I hope the same for you. And sometimes it's not always like black and white, you know, like you just don't always have the answers right away, but you just gotta follow your heart and use a little bit of logic too. This is the Hourglass Shape and Sculpt Lip Liner in the shade Candid. It's a bit dark, but I have not used this, I don't think ever. Like I bought it and then I like never used it. So I'm like, all right, I need to use this. And plus it kind of, I feel like it kind of goes. It's like a burgundy, almost in the same family as like the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So yeah, I think that's pretty. Now I have not used my Westman Atelier lipstick. It's the Lip Suede Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Lacquer. It's like a peachy shade. Oh yeah, this goes perfectly with this look. And with that lip liner, I feel like it goes nicely too. These lip suedes are so beautiful. Can't believe I don't use them enough. Just adding a little bit more lip liner. Like sometimes the lip liner gets lost a little bit after you put on the lipstick. So I like to just kind of go over it. Go over with lip liner again. I'm going to add a little bit of travertine as a contour, just a little bit here and like on the top part of my Cupid's bow, just to give the tiniest bit of contour. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, am I missing anything? I feel like, do I want some more like pink on my cheeks? I feel like, I feel like a little pinkiness on my cheeks would be nice. So I'm gonna use my Hourglass Evil Eye palette, and I'm gonna use, well, let's see. This one looks like a good option. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. It's very pigmented though, so it'll be very light with that. Yeah, I just felt like my cheeks needed like a little bit more of a pinky or peach instead of like brown. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is like a brownie pinkish. I don't even know how to describe it. I should know because it's been out forever. And then I'm going to use, I think, this highlighter in the palette. It's such a pretty highlighter. It's really nice. Just use a little bit on my nose. I love using highlight right here. And I just scrunch up my brush. This is the BK Beauty A507 Angie Hot and Flashy. I might use a little bit of that in my inner corners with my finger. I'm just going to use that with my finger. Just pat that in there. My inner corner. I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm really loving this. Also, look at this cute clip. Like, I feel like it went with the look. It's from Etsy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it kind of felt like it was all over the place, but let me know, yeah, once again, what you think of the setup. And be on the lookout for that giveaway for the Bloom palette. Also, let me know your thoughts on if you think I should do a video for the Natasha Denona palettes, and then if I should do another video with using this palette. So a lot of ideas swirling around in my head right now. But I just want to thank you for being here and being supportive, and I love you all. I will see you in my next video. Bye.